I hope that the video today is going to be like the sun, because it's very clear. It's going to be step by step of everything. I hope that this video you will understand everything about how to enter Thailand. Please watch a whole this video, especially the end of video. I have something seriously to tell you. สวัสดีค่ะ It's me Teya Suchira. If you want to know more about Thailand, please make sure to subscribe and hit the bell so you will not miss anything about my country. Yesterday I told you that we're going to do reduce the quarantine just only 10 days, and of course today is another information. It's just because of they announced another one that they said that we're going to reduce for a person who already got a vaccination. They can do a quarantine for 7 days. So today I will tell you everything step by step. Who can come here, who can stay here for 7 days, who can stay here for 10 days, and who can stay here for 14 days. Even though I already mentioned in a previous video about who can do a quarantine and how many days, but let me tell you again today. And I make a list for you, so it's going to be easier for you to understand. Just have a look at here. First of all, let me explain with you that we have 3 types of the quarantine, which is the 7 days, 10 days, and 14 days. And who are going to stay for 7 days and 10 days and 14 days. A person who can quarantine for 7 days, you must be a traveler from any non-high-risk countries where you have no COVID-19 strain or mutation, and you have been vaccinated with vaccine which have been approved by the WHO or authorized by a Ministry of Public Health. You must got both doses completely. After 14 days of 2 doses, it means that you already have completely immune, and then you can fly to Thailand. This is a list of the vaccine which is approved from the Ministry of Public Health and also the WHO. You can have a look this list. If you've done this vaccination from these 1 of 7 of the vaccines, you will be allowed to come here to quarantine for 7 days. And for a person who has to do a quarantine for 10 days is a person who unable to present a valid vaccine certificate and original paper or print out an online vaccine certificate to the International Port Health Control at the port of arrival. You will have to quarantine for no less than 10 days quarantine. For international arrival from countries with no muted, with no new strain of COVID-19, who have not vaccinated against COVID-19 or have not completed the full vaccination, which means that sometimes some of you will probably have only 1 dose and you have to fly here. If you don't complete vaccination for 2 doses, if the vaccine must require for 2 doses, I'm not talking about Johnson & Johnson, you need to accept to do a quarantine for 10 days. And a person who has to do a quarantine for 14 days is the one who comes from 11 countries, which is from the new strain of COVID-19 from Africa. And I'm going to put the list of 11 countries here. I believe this is going to change, so please keep checking every month, because this one is just only updated in April. And no matter how many days you have to do a quarantine, but you have to prepare a lot of documents of the advance arrangement in good order for arrival and entry, which is include valid visa or re-entry permit, certificate of entry or COE issued by the Royal Thai Embassy or a consulate, COVID-19 health insurance policy with a minimum coverage of $100,000, a confirmation of alternative state quarantine or ASQ hotel booking, and a medical certificate with RT-PCR laboratory result indicated that COVID-19 is not detected, issued no more than 72 hours before departure. and the traveler are recommended to inquire at the Royal Thai Embassy or a consulate in your home country for more details. And this time, they will not require you any more of fit-to-flight paperwork. Congratulations. I hope that you are very clear about this, and after you get a vaccine, after this, I believe that you know that how many days quarantine you are going to have. When they talk about a quarantine, it doesn't mean that you have to stay in a room only, but they ask you to have activities. But each hotel, they have different activities. So before you make a booking, you may want to recheck with the hotel first what kind of activities you can do at that hotel. So that is going to be part of your decision of your quarantine, whether 10 days, 7 days, or 14 days. After it's been messy and people just get crazy about information, document, and everything, right now, Thailand, a government starting to realize that, oh, we should do a website. After a year of confusing, right now they're starting to make a website, and this website is all information about everything to enter Thailand. I'm going to put the link underneath, then you can click and you can have a look. And you probably don't need Teya anymore. Oh. Anyway, so I'm going to just tell you roughly, and you can have a look in detail of that website again, just to ensure that you understand this correctly. Then for this information, you can have a look step by step how to reach to Thailand from now. Just have a look at it. About the hotel, I mentioned with you in a previous video that the hotel haven't received the Royal Gazette and they're waiting to hear that confirmation. And today they are starting to make a price. And right now I'm waiting for a new price of a hotel that they do 7 days quarantine, but it doesn't seem that every hotel know about this news, even though Stella called to the hotel and the hotel say, are you sure it's real? Is it fake news? Because we don't hear about it. Are you sure it's 7 days? So it seems like a communication is broken. That's why it's been messy like this. And I believe that from now to every hotel, they are going to start to announce the price as well. But only today, this is all the list that I have for you. So you can have a look of 7 days, of the price of 7 days quarantine for in case you want to get some ideas. So just have a look what I have it now. And for 10 days quarantine, 14 days quarantine, I can do another video if you would like to know. Otherwise, you can write to me. You can have a look my email in this description. Me, myself, and Stella, we do a booking of the hotel quarantine for you. SMS, we also sell the insurance for you. So if you would love to support us, a person who get an effect from the tourism and we are unemployed, this is how we just try to make some money for a living. So if you are appreciated and you want to support us, myself and Stella, we are just ready to support you as well. So just feel free. And even though you have any question, you are more than welcome to just write email to me as well. No worry, you are just my friends. All of you are my friend. And this is all about the information that I have for you, and I believe that it's more clear and less messy as before and before and before. I'm very happy that today it seems like everyone, I hope, you won't be too confused because of it seems like everyone just go along and they are more communicate and they just give news to the medias correctly. Unfortunately, I think it's a problem about people who give an interview, different person, they give different perspective of interview, and anyone who hear about the news, they just give the news. I don't want to mention anything anymore, otherwise I also will be confused and you too. Anyway, this is today information that I want to share with you. Hopefully it's useful for you, and if it's useful, you like it, please give me a thumb up. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do subscribe because I still have many things about my country to share with you. And if you appreciate it with information that you get today, you feel like you want to support my channel, you want to buy me a coffee, you can have a look in the description how to buy me a coffee. And before I leave, I would love to tell you one thing. Anyone who wants to make a booking of the hotel booking and also the insurance, buying insurance with us, and you wanted to contact me and you video call. This is what happened. You video call to Stella, and that is Stella has to see something that she doesn't want to see. I think you can guess about it. I'm not welcome any perverse person to video call. Is waste our time, and we're not looking for seeing anything like that. Please don't do that. Please respect us. We are not showing our desire to find that kind of perverse. Don't do it. Please respect to us. We want to help you, and if you need to talk about that, please call to another person. Don't call us and Stella as well. I hope you understand. So anyway, thank you very much for watching until the end, and I will see you next time very soon. สวัสดีค่ะ